Are you moving forward with the plans for the creation of a centralized art space east of the Anacostia River?
So this year, the mayor has proposed an enhancement to DPR's budget in alignment with the new cultural plan that'll allow us to bring $209,000 additional dollars to the agency for the one is allocated for an FTE to actually galvanize and be the point person for arts. And we've already started that process. You mentioned DC Strings. DC Strings will be considered a potential partner within our cultural arts offerings, and we've already detailed some employees to start that groundwork. And in fact, we had some in-person meetings with DC Strings, I believe with Andre Lee, the president. I don't believe he testified today, and I'm not sure if that was known to the other representatives, but we have had conversations with DC Strings, and we are starting to be more intentional about cultural arts. Again, I've testified at my performance oversight hearing and certainly at the confirmation that this is something that is a part of the mayor's vision, it's a part of my vision, and I really view this to speak more broadly as a way as to how we really activate some of those smaller field houses. I think that this is a model, and this is something that certainly receives I spend a lot of time each week thinking about how we can actually grow this. So again, we have 2 DPR employees that for the first time ever, or at least for the first time in recent memory, are focusing on this full time. They're meeting partners, potential partners like DC Strings. They're working with our partnerships division to streamline that process, to be able to get folks in the door. And in fact, one of the things that we're able to do with existing resources for what we're going to do, we're going to actually put out, I guess I'll use this term RFP loosely, but basically a solicitation for partners. And backing up a bit, what we're going to do is this spring we're going to do an actual comprehensive survey of the entire city about what are the wants and needs in the specific communities and in the centers. That, of course, will inform the type of partners we want and how we actually align our internal district budgets. And then what we'll do is we're going to empower our partnership division to go out there and actually seek partners that can meet the needs that have been identified by the community. And one of the things that we're going to guarantee, it's kind of like a college application. If you come with X, Y, and Z, we're going to review your application that's predicated upon that survey and that solicitation, and then we're going to guarantee an actual identifiable amount of time whether you're going to get a green light, on whether that partnership is something that we're going to move forward with. So again, I think that that'll create transparency for the process, but also it'll allow us to be a bit more strategic in terms of how we leverage partnerships here in the city.
Thank you. I noticed a jump in the number of permit applications in FY18. Do you know why this increase is going on? Do you expect this to continue?
I do. I think, but I really want to give credit to the team there. There's a core of dedicated and committed DPR employees that have fostered innovation. They've leveraged innovation. We've been able to make investments into improved systems. What was once a manual process now is largely online. If you're looking to permit a field or let's say a center for a birthday party or an event, that can be done completely online. It isn't as manual as it once was. So because we've been able to achieve operational efficiencies, you see more utilization. And certainly we think that this is something